Hey everybody, SonicMTD here. Before we get started on our review of Shimoneta, a boring world where the concept of dirty jokes doesn't exist, I thought I'd fill you in on some minor information in regards to this review. You see, I recorded this review way back in February 2016, and as such, I've had to retroactively rewrite and re-record some minor changes that have happened. One of the things that I forgot to talk about through the re-editing process was the sudden passing away of voice actress Miu Matsuki, who died on October 27, 2016 as a result of pneumonia. She was 38 years old, but had already left behind an amazing legacy in the anime industry. And although I personally didn't know her, I want to pay tribute to the work that she's done and the work that she did on Shimoneta. Her balls-to-the-walls portrayal of Anna Nishiki-Inomiya is one of the reasons why I hold Shimoneta so closely in my regards, and I consider it to be my favorite anime of the past 3 years. So on behalf of the fans and everyone else who might like the show or the previous series that you've done, I just wanted to pay tribute and say arigato gozaimasu. Now without further ado, let's start the show.
Every once in a while, there comes something so outstandingly bizarre, it makes a blip on my radar. Something that tears through everything else and stands before all, boldly proclaiming who it is without any shame and with a confidence that, in all honesty, is awe-inspiring. I'm not gonna lie, this is the first review I've written post that other show. I was worried I wouldn't be able to start again, that I've lost something. If this show has any hope for its survival, it needs something to snap my soul back in control. So when I first saw the image of a confident, raven-haired anime girl with panties on her face standing on top of a building screaming cock-a-doodle pussy, I gotta say, it triggered something in me. So let's go back into the madhouse as I review Shimoneta, a boring world where the concept of dirty jokes doesn't exist. Shimoneta ta iu gainen ga sunzai shinai taiketsu na sekai. Nailed it! Is the story of Tanukichi Okuma, a first-year high school student trying to be reunited with the girl of his dreams, Anna. Now, unfortunately, things aren't so clear-cut as this. Okuma notices a classmate getting framed for groping a girl on the subway and decides to take the blame. Just when all seems lost and he's about to be apprehended by the Decency Squad, Okuma is saved by sexual terrorist/panty-wearing aficionado White Snow. He winds up at school and in short order is drafted to the student council, which is headed by the object of his affection, Anna. Okuma happens to come from a school with the worst morals in the entire country, and as a result is selected to the student council because they have absolutely no clue what is considered obscene. Okuma is taken under the wing of Vice President Ayame Kaijo, who just so happens to be White Snow. After revealing herself to Okuma, she decides to draft him into her sexual terrorist organization, SOCS. Whether Okuma likes it or not, he is now on a quest to perv the world up. I fucking love this. The world of the story is just fantastic. Imagine a world where people are so prudish that anything that's sexually obscene is destroyed, thereby causing an entire generation to be completely clueless how human reproduction is made. Every citizen has a collar that picks up obscene words and hand movements, and people are encouraged to rat out anyone doing something lewd. Talk about a total dick move, eh? Folks, this is a sexual dystopian future comedy where I would be offended if they didn't do anything lewd. Luckily, Shimoneta doesn't disappoint. You know, I really want to ram into this full force, but first, foreplay. Shimoneta is based off the 2012 manga of the same name, written by Hirotaka Akagi and published under Shogakukan. The manga finished up in February 2016, which unfortunately has caused me to rewrite this part of the review. The 12-episode anime was directed by Yuhei Suzuki and licensed by Funimation. Now, let's get to the characters. Okuma is the standard anime protagonist, driven and well-mannered. He's the perfect straight man to Kaijo's over-the-top sexual antics. And speaking of Kaijo, warning. The following content that you are about to hear contains obscene amounts of fanboyism. Viewer discretion is advised. Kaijo is an amazing character, oozing raw charisma in every pore and steals the show from Okuma. She lives the double life of being the cold bookworm in public and the raw, uncontrollable, foul-mouthed girl in private, always making inappropriate jokes and lewd actions while being generally charming. If she were real, I'd date her in a heartbeat. She's a girl you can really get behind, is what I'm saying. Not to be outdone by Kaijo is Anna Nishiki-Inomiya, Okuma's childhood crush, and oh my god, her character arc is amazing! If I post it here, it'll ruin the surprise, and you don't have long to wait because you find out in the 4th episode, but god damn is it's a sight to behold! Sorry, just it's been a while since I fanboyed. Also part of the cast is Sotome Otome, an artistically gifted student bored with drawing cheerful paintings, Fuwa Hyoka, a mad scientist who will stop at nothing to find out how babies are made, and Onigashira Kosuri, a penis-haired Lolita who wants to shake the world up after learning about socks. The artwork of Shimoneta is very well done and frankly is a lot better than some shows I've seen recently. The quality doesn't seem to drop and the backgrounds do the job of not being distracting. The opening and closing themes, Bichiku Sentai Socks and Inner Urge do a decent job respectively. If I had to choose though, I'd go with the opening. Now without further ado, it's time to talk about some minor missteps Shimoneta has made in its path of destruction. Hold on tight, this might get rough. The problem with Shimoneta is primarily tied with the show's length. God damn it, dick jokes ahoy! Shimoneta is currently only one season, and as a result, some things suffer. Kosuri is a character that I felt at odds with because it's transparent she's the character with mixed up motivations. It just seems really abrupt how the rest of the group trusts her after some of the hard things she pulls out. It's just really hard to take it all in, let alone swallow your suspension of disbelief. Also, the bad guy they go up against is decent, however, it's a small victory over the Waterloo of trying to topple over the entire government, which is the main goal. The fourth episode ramps up the entire show, however, it loses some of its momentum in the final episode, which by all means feels like an OVA. Speaking of the fourth episode, it will most undoubtedly be the make or break episode for most viewers. Now, I want to be absolutely clear when I say I have seen way worse when it comes to blurring the lines between anime and hentai. Shimoneta is pretty intense, so I won't judge you if it's not for you. That being said, my moral filter is really warped because, well, have you seen the other shows I'm working on? Jesus. All in all, Shimoneta is an amazing series with a fantastic world, memorable characters, and adult humor that makes me want to show it all to my friends and film their reaction. I haven't read the manga yet, but to be honest, I'm definitely adding it to my reading list. I'm SonicMTD, and if you send me woman's panties in the mail, I will wear them at conventions.
Hey everybody, SonicMTD here, just saying thank you very much for catching the second episode of Always Right Reviews where we covered Shimoneta, a boring world where the concept of dirty jokes doesn't exist. Please be sure to like and subscribe this video, and leave a comment down below. Regardless of what you say, I will read it thoroughly because at the end of the day, if it helps me improve my content, I might as well give it a look-see. Also, be sure to look at some of the links on this side of the webpage, one of which is going to be the previous episode where we covered Kubo and the Two Strings, and the other is going to be something completely random that YouTube thinks that you might enjoy. Now, I don't know what you're into, but either way, thanks for watching, and later days.